we are going to do a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries stelliums, or if you just have strong Aries in your energy. We're going to start with Aries feminine, and then Aries masculine will be timestamped below. So let's go ahead and start with Aries woman. What is going on with Aries woman, please? What is Aries woman's overall energy and feelings? Okay, so setting up boundaries, and it says making self. One second. All right, Aries, it says making self-care a priority, being direct, turning into one's feelings, and practicing self-awareness. So you're basically saying no to somebody, just having self-respect, having more self-respect after probably having learned some lessons in the past. Why do we have boundaries? Aries woman energy, Aries women. What's going on with Aries women? Strong boundaries here. We also have pictures showing up. So this is about, you might still be looking at some pictures, like old photos of kind of feeling nostalgic, looking at pictures. But you still have boundaries. So I feel like you still care about someone or something. But you are putting up your boundaries, standing your ground when it comes to whoever it is that you're dealing with. So who is Aries feminine thinking about? Who is Aries woman thinking about here? Tell us about pictures. All right, we have Nine of Swords. This is kind of a lot of cards that came out. Could be someone who is Nine of Swords, reverse, Eight of Wands, reverse the wheel. Seven of Swords and the Moon. Someone who's been possibly very sneaky. There's no talking and communication. There's no forward movement. But they may try to come towards you in a very sneaky way. They may try to like reach out to you at some point, like strategizing how to because I see like a turn and a change, so some type of change where this person possibly does try to reach out to you. What is Aries feminine focused on? The Nine of Swords came out again. So you might be focused on you're either focusing on a person who's trying to get out of their head, because this is like a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, and this person's trying to get out of their head, possibly because there's lack of talking. You've set up some boundaries, so there's like lack of communication. You may have blocked this person, or you're just not communicating with them. I feel like you still think about them though, but you're setting some firm boundaries here. So it looks like this person's attitude is going to change towards you. I feel like probably because you're putting up these boundaries, because we did see some type of change, but then they had like the Seven of Wands. It's like trying to sneak back in some kind of a way. Why are they in the Nine of Swords? Why the Nine of Swords? Ace of Cups. Because they do have feelings for you. There is feelings here. This could be, they may want to start again. We have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is someone who is thinking about you. They're kind of worried. They might feel like it's too late. Maybe they feel like they've screwed up, or they feel like with you and your boundaries, and some of you, it could be straight up just blocking someone, like you're not responding. Whatever the case is, this person, I feel like they're under some type of anxiety or stress. They do want to connect. They do want to reach out to you. But I feel like they haven't, but I do feel like that's going to change, and they are going to reach out. What is this person's feelings? What are they feeling here? What are they feeling here towards Aries woman? Can't be trusted and practice forgiveness. So we have grass is greener at the bottom of the deck. Possibly there was some type of third party situation, or if there wasn't, they may be thinking you're not speaking to them because they are worried that you could be talking to someone else. The other scenario is this person could have been doing that. They're worried about getting caught, or they know they got caught and so they feel screwed up about it. So they either don't trust you or they know you don't trust them. But whatever it is, they want forgiveness or they want to apologize. They want your forgiveness or they want you to apologize to them. But there is something here about practicing forgiveness. This person may be very stubborn and has a hard time forgiving or reaching out or just saying, you know what, I was wrong. Even if it's not about a third party, it's just whatever the case is, it's like they have a hard time speaking up if they're the ones that need to be the ones to reach out to you. Let's see how the signs are feeling about Aries woman, Aries all the way to Pisces. How are the signs feeling? Starting with Aries, going to Pisces. So if you're dealing with another Aries, divine timing. So you could be meeting an Aries, or it's like, again, there's something here with, we saw the wheels. There's something here about timing. They could be waiting the right time to approach you. If you're dealing with a Taurus, we have haunted, and it says, I'm haunted by my decisions and the memories we made together. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have arrogance, and it says, if I don't get what I want from you, I'll get it from someone else. They could be arrogant, or maybe they think you are. If you're dealing with a Cancer, we have family, and it says, my focus has been on my family. They mean the world to me. If you're dealing with a Leo, we have friendship, and it says, I'm more comfortable being friends than lovers. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they're missing you. It says, I've never missed anyone in my life as much as I miss you. If you are dealing with a Libra, it says, trust the plan. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have unintentional, and it says, I never meant to hurt you. I'm not who you think I am. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, we have trust your intuition. So that could be a message for you, or they are relying on their intuition when it comes to the situation with you. If you're dealing with the Capricorn, we have breaking point, and it says, I'm reaching my breaking point and I feel pushed to make a decision. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, we have moved on. It says, I'm letting you go now so we can both move on, or they may have just moved on. If you're dealing with the Pisces, they cannot move on. It says, I can't move on no matter how hard I try. So I do see where like a Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, possibly Scorpio is really, really, and maybe a Taurus too, is really having a hard time here with this Nine of Swords energy, because I'm getting like a lot of like frustration, anxiety from this Nine of Swords energy. Let's get a card for this Nine of Swords. Why? Why the Nine of Swords? Why are they in the Nine of Swords? Mask and mirror. So someone was wearing a fake mask. This person's not showing their true feelings. They're hiding. They're pretending, gaslighting. When really they're trying to act like they're all good and they're not. And there was a lot of mirroring and projections going on where wounds were coming up. This person needs to go into introspection. Possibly you do too. Whatever the case is, and the energy between the two of you, it's like there could have been some triggers, because the mirror is basically reflecting wounds around on each other, or this person may have been, easily triggered by whatever you may have said or done, or it could have gone both ways. How does Aries woman feel about this person? How does Aries woman feel romantically about this person that they're dealing with? I feel like you're putting up your boundaries, but you still do miss them because you're still looking at the past. So you have unsent messages. I've written you several texts, but in the end, I chicken out. Part of you wants communication, but you are setting boundaries here. And you're like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to reach out. I'm going to let this person step up. Or I need to show this person, that I can walk away. Some of you might even be going back into the dating scene and just going online or something like that and just seeing like what's out there, not necessarily with the intention of jumping into anything, but just, in an effort to do something else, to take your imagination, your mind off of this person. Yeah, this person's into you, but they have some triggers and fears. I feel like it's something that maybe you did or say, or there's something about you or something that triggers them, or it's just when they like someone, the triggers start to come up, probably because they were hurt in the past. And so like these triggers start to come up and it's like, oh, I'm and it's within them. It's not even like you did anything, but they just get triggered easily in remembering stuff that happened in the past. They have to forgive, you know, they have to let go of the past, basically. They have to forgive whatever happened in their past and heal that because they're going to keep doing this and acting like they don't care and being shut down and shutting down because they're going to miss out on connections and relationships. So, what's going to be the energy? What's brewing over the next few weeks between for Aries woman and this person? Next few weeks energy. Bad choices, pregnancy test, sports player into games. Someone might be like trying to go out there and making poor choices. There could be a pregnancy scare or something like that. I don't know if it's you or them, but again, it's still that energy of instead of just talking to the person that they want to talk to, they are just making really poor choices. It's kind of like this arrogant energy of, you know what, I can get whatever I want from someone else. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. I'm good on my own. Partying, hanging out, doing whatever, but deep in their egoic behavior, making choices that are coming directly out of their ego instead of coming from a place of love. Love for themselves, love for just love out of a place of out of a space of love. It's coming from a space of fear, basically. All right, let's see, what additional messages do we have for Aries woman regarding the situation? Advice, additional messages for Aries woman. It says come back to earth. And it says it's okay if you need if you need fantasy to survive, and that's probably just looking at old pictures or, feeling nostalgic and whatever the case is. But it says just don't get lost in it. The real world is waiting for you. All right, let's see. Do we have any more messages for? I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and grab a think of a question. We'll pull an answer card. What is the answer to Aries feminine's question? What is the answer to Aries feminine's question, please? It says remain positive. All right, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. Stay blessed, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. All right, Aries man, what is going on with Aries masculine or Aries man, please? What is Aries man's energy? Aries man, what energy are you in at this time? What is your current energy? Aries man, please. All right, so we have balance. Feeling harmonious within due to both masculine and feminine energies being balanced is what it says. So that's some really good energy. We have divine feminine. So some of you are recognizing the divine feminine within yourself. It does say sacred feminine, masculine recognizes his feminine and the connection. So I'm getting a lot of you who might be in like Strong King of Pentacles type energy. We have lovable at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting like a lot of you are focusing on your home, your spouse, your children, whatever the case may be. Or if you're not in a scenario where you are connected, like in a romantic connection that way, where you have the home, the house, the kids, all of that, you are ready for that. You're calling it in because you're well balanced. You're getting into that space if you're not already. There's someone that either you know of or you're calling it in, or there is a person specifically that you do feel that connection towards. This person feels like home to you. And you can see that future. This person brings you balance. You bring them balance because you're both well balanced. Let's see what else the cards are saying. Who is Aries man thinking of romantically? Who is on their mind romantically, please? The Fool. Tell us about the Fool. Tell us about the Fool. Well, we have the Devil wanting to show up and the Nine of Cups. So a lot of people have a hard time with the Devil because I mean, it can be about temptations, toxicity, and all of that stuff. But what they don't really understand is that the Devil is about a choice. It represents a choice and it represents determination. If you're in the Devil, you can have, it gives you the, if you're in temptation or in a struggle, right? The Devil, having the Devil energy is going to be there to take you out of that, to make you see the light, to pull you out, to take you to the darkest depth and pull you out of it. And you're going to have that determination within you to get out of that, because I've gotten the Devil plenty of times when I am getting out of something and I'm leaving and I'm not stuck. It helps me to move forward. It doesn't have to come out reverse. And I feel like someone's possibly getting out of codependent energy. Someone is getting out of codependent energy here. And so they're ready to take a risk. They're not afraid. They're in the Fool energy. I feel like they've come out of an energy of codependence on whatever that might be. However that plays out, codependent energy we can just get addicted to whatever it is, or needing someone for all the wrong reasons. And so we start making bad choices because we're codependent. We start drinking, we start drugs, we start hanging out. We need someone for sex. We're chasing the bad boys, the bad girls. We're making all the wrong choices, and it is our choices here. So this energy, we're coming out of this energy. I feel like this person's coming out of this energy and going towards the Fool. So leaving the fear behind, getting out of fear energy. And this Devil is what showed them the way. So you're dealing with someone who might be coming out of codependent situation, or they're coming out of their own codependency issues, dealing with it, seeing the light, and now making, it's like they're free from this Devil energy is what I'm getting at. It's like they're free from the past experiences that they've had, the past things that they've been doing. No longer feeling shackled. They're coming out of that energy, which is excellent because this is looking very healthy so far, because you're in a balanced place. And so you don't want to bring in someone, you're not calling in someone who's unbalanced. You're calling in someone, you're dealing with someone who is balanced as well, because they've already done all this. And more than likely you have too. So let's see, how does this person, let's go through the signs and see how the signs are feeling about Aries masculine. Yeah, the Devil is, for me, it's coming out. It can be being in toxic energy, but for me, it's always been recognizing that toxicity and doing all that I can to come out of it and getting out of it. So it's like, and it's usually something really bad. So like, let's say you have like an alcohol problem, this is really going to AA meetings or going to whatever it is you need to go to, or just doing it on your own, but you do it and you actually do it. You actually leave that toxic behavior, that toxic relationship, whatever it is, you really leave it behind for good. And you you end up with, you learn a lot. It's the wisdom. It's Saturn energy. If you're dealing with another Aries, we have stalking. So it says, I often check on your social media to see what you're up to. If you're dealing with a Taurus, we have divine union. And it says, you left every part of me untouched. I realize now who you are. If you are dealing with a Gemini, we have silent moves. And it says, I'm making moves in silence and don't want anyone to ruin my plans. If you are dealing with a Cancer, we have elimination. And it says, I'm eliminating anything or anyone that could come between us. If you are dealing with a Leo, we have forever change. And it says, you changed my life without even trying. The old me is dead and gone. If you are dealing with a Virgo, we have flings, and it says, I've been sleeping around sometimes one night stands. If you are dealing with a Libra, we have shut down. I'm swearing off dating and I have no desire to be with anyone. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they want another chance. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they moved on. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, we have all in my head. It says, your love has captured me. Everywhere I look, I see your face. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're in solitude. And it says, I'm taking a break from everyone and spending time alone. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, we have incomparable. No one has ever made me feel the way you do. You're irreplaceable. Now, the shadow side of this energy here is someone who is still in this codependent energy. They're still in this codependent energy. They could be having flings and doing unhealthy things here. Just want like to be free and just like, you know, not real. They just want to be carefree. Don't want to be in a relationship. Could be some foolish behavior because if it's the shadow, it's some foolish behavior. Doing the wrong things. But you have a little bit of both. So some of you are dealing with people who are transforming. And because they may have learned from you in a way, or like they may have if you stepped back or something like that, it's like this person realized that they just went through some type of change. And so now they might be willing to take a risk in the relationship after going through this double energy. And then someone is going through this double energy and they are still in codependence and stalking type energy of someone here who's stalking. So there is a little bit of both. And then there is so like Aries, Virgo energy might be stalking. And so they're in kind of the shadow side, but they may transform and go into this full energy, where, you know, they're coming out of fear. Because what this is really teaching someone to come out of fear. How does Aries man feel about the person on their mind? What is Aries man's emotions for whoever is on their mind? We have gossip. You might be hearing a lot of gossip about this person. And it says, I've heard rumors that have been difficult to ignore. And maybe due to this gossip, you found that you just needed to kind of escape and balance yourself out. Because you have enough is enough. So you're kind of tired of maybe some gossip or just some negative energy. It's like you're wanting to pull back from negative energy is what I feel like. And so you're just kind of going within. You don't really want to deal with someone's fear and negativity and their ego. And so I feel like you're stepping back, pulling back, going within, kind of shutting down. Not really shutting down, but you might be shutting to this person, it looks like you're shutting down, right? But you just want some peace. And I feel like that is going to be a major catalyst in this person getting out of this devil energy and going into this full energy, which is more like freeing themselves of this devil energy, basically. And it could just be like whatever these fears are, you know, it's like fears of being hurt, fears of abandonment, fear that you're going to, you know, fears that they're going to be cheated on, fears of, and that can just come out in different ways. It's whatever fears we have, they're playing those fears out, easily triggered. and then it causes drama, and you don't want any part of it. You want to maintain peace and balance within yourself. What is brewing between Aries man and this person over the next few weeks? What's the energy over the next few weeks? Parenting. So it says focusing on your children, co-parenting. So you could be focusing on children, focusing on whatever it is that you need to be focused on, is kind of like what I'm getting here. It's just focusing on your focus and not focusing on the drama. Potential outcome over the next 3 weeks. Potential outcome energy over the next 3 weeks. I feel like it's just maintaining your focus. And we have children again. Kids are involved, getting pregnant, being playful together. I feel like this person comes out of this devil energy and is ready to, be more open, ready to have, just lighten up a little bit. Some of you, where it is like just dealing with children, dealing with the home and focusing on that. Because I kind of was getting into that a little bit in the beginning. That's the energy I was getting from this balance and divine feminine, focusing on providing for my children, my home, my family. But there's also too where I feel like this person, again, they're coming out of whatever these shackles are and, feeling light again, lighthearted, getting back into that space. And it's a freeing space, feeling free of the negativity, of the drama, whatever their depression was. It's like working on that energy. I feel like they're coming out of that. Some of you, if you're not in, you don't have kids or anything like that, it's like this person here is willing now to take a risk because they're leaving these fears behind, or at least working on it. It's the energy of, working on that. But what's important here is it's like realizing the issues. And that's what's key. It's realizing that they are in this double energy. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. So that's a positive. That's a positive energy here. Let's see additional messages for Aries man. Messages or advice. It says look ahead. Leave the past where it belongs. Look forward to what's coming next. Something better is waiting for you, I promise. It's funny because that's the message for you, but I really feel like that's also the message for, if there's a cross watcher watching, for this person who has these fears of whatever this devil is. It could be like intimacy fears, feeling not good enough, feeling like you're going to get cheated on, feeling like, you're not pretty enough, whatever the case might be. It's like, leave whatever made you feel that way in the past. Look forward to what's coming next. I feel like that's what this Fool is about. And I also feel like that's happening for you too, Aries. And I feel like it's really a message for both energies in this reading. I don't know if you two are in a relationship, or for some of you maybe you are and things get better, after gaining some type of balance, or if not, this isn't like clearly telling me if you're getting back together, but I feel like it's just a positive energy for both people. All right, go ahead and think of a question and we'll pull an answer card for Aries man. What is the answer to Aries masculine's question? What is the answer to Aries masculine's question, please? All right, we have wait. All right, that is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. Stay blessed, and I will catch you next time. Bye.